sorry we're late.
Hey, where is everyone?
Did you see the group chat?
Is it just us?
Pete's coming later. You didn't tell me that.
How are we going to do the quest with 3 players?
We're not doing the quest. We're doing a new campaign.
What? It was in the group chat.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi campaign. I worked on it all night. It's perfect for a small group. I went ahead and pre-made characters for you so we can just get right into it. Jim, you can play Qui-Gon Jinn. Ben, you're going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, okay?
Okay.
So give these a look and I'll give you an introduction to the campaign. Welcome to the Phantasmal Malevolence. Turmoil has gripped the Galactic Republic as the taxation of trade routes to outlying star systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve this conflict with the blockade of deadly battle stations, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the keepers of peace and justice throughout the galaxy, to settle the conflict.
How many gold pieces do we have?
Republic credits.
So how many do we get?
120 each.
Okay.
That's not even enough to afford blasters.
So what weapons can we get?
Laser swords.
We each get one. Oh.
They sound lame. If this is a space game, we should have blasters.
Wow.
All right, so who do we get?
You're just here to negotiate. You're Jedi ambassadors.
Jedi?
It's a type of cheese.
Jedi's your character class. You're sort of like warriors with arcane abilities. You draw upon the power of the Force. You're monks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're in a room waiting for these Trade Federation dudes to come talk to us.
Right.
Okay.
We search the room for loot.
It's a waiting room. You're ambassadors.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know. What about some in-character conversation?
Say, Obi-Wan, how about we search for loot?
Crying out loud. You hear a loud explosion.
What was that?
A loud explosion.
You have sound effects?
Yeah, I wanted it to be immersive.
Okay. I listen at the door.
You hear voices outside. Oh, gods, bring out the Jedi, sir!
What accent was that?
Japanese?
No, it's an alien accent.
It's a bit offensive.
They're not Japanese, they're aliens.
Still though.
The door's open.
Okay, what do we see?
A dozen battle droids, each armed with blasters. You're outnumbered and outgunned. There's no chance of escape.
Attack.
What?
We attack.
No, I think we're supposed to surrender. David's
I
trying.
rolled a 20.
What?
Qui-Gon chops the battle droid's head off.
No, wait. We have no defenses. David, don't let him.
A natural 20 is a critical success. It's not up to me. The other battle droids fire 2 blaster shots in your direction.
I block him with my sword.
What? Actually,
No.
a laser sword has to be a magnetically contained tube of plasma. Anything else would clearly be ludicrous.
All right.
And the containment field would obviously work in both directions. A blaster shot would also be made of plasma, which means...
It will deflect the shots back at them.
That's technically right!
Absolutely not. Who's running this game?
Well, then, I guess we die and your campaign ends.
Great playing with you. It's been fun.
See ya.
Wait. Make a parry roll.
18.
The blaster shots reflect off your laser sword into the other droids, frying.
Awesome. Oh, I take a blaster in each hand, double blasters. Pew, pew, pew.
No. We should keep the swords. They're clearly better and can be used as shields. You can't do that with a blaster.
What if I aim directly at an incoming?
Absolutely not. I'm drawing the line.
All right, we'll just collect them until later.
All right, so you hear more droids approaching from down the hall.
We duck into the nearest ventilation shaft.
It leads down to the hangar bay. There's thousands of battle droids, each aligned in formation next to troop dropships. It's a droid invasion. They're heading down to the planet.
Well, there's no time to lose. We need to split up and sneak aboard the carriers.
All right, so the dropships take off and fly you down to the planet.
Okay.
Hey, Obi-Wan, when we land, you stay put and I'll come find you.
Sounds good, buddy.
You guys split up. You're on different ships. He can't hear you.
Hey, Obi-Wan!
No! After a couple minutes of flying, the dropship finally lands. You open the hatch and step out onto the planet of Naboo. A stampede of native wildlife charges towards you.
Okay,
That's a weird sound effect.
Not a sound effect, it's my doorbell.
I dodge to the right. 12. What's your doorbell doing on the boo?
Ben, it's your sister.
Sally, what are you doing?
Mom's gonna get a babysitter, so you have to watch me.
You're not a baby.
Well, she can't just sit here. I'll make a character for her. Sally, we're playing a game, okay? It's sort of like make-believe. You have to pretend to be an alien, and Jim and your brother are Jedi Knights who have to look after you.
Okay.
Qui-Gon, suddenly you see an alien standing in front of the stampede.
All right, I dive, grabbing the alien and protecting it from my own peril.
Yay!
This is gonna be a long night.
Your heroic actions have successfully saved yourself and the alien.
Well, my friend alien, what's your name?
Sally.
No, Sally, it's make-believe. You think of a new name for yourself. A made-up name.
Jar Jar Binks.
You don't have to decide right now. Maybe we'll come up with something later.
I like it.
Suddenly, I emerge from the underbrush. I say, Qui-Gon, I decided to confine you since we neglected to make arrangements on the ship together.
Indeed.
What does our new friend look like? That's you, sis.
Oh, well, I've got big, long, floppy bunny ears and a tongue like an anteater. And my face is kind of like a pony's, and I'm colored peachy, pinky, white.
Oh, you said I have eyes on stalks so you can see behind you.
Yeah, those too.
Oh, you have a funny voice.
Jar Jar, are there any humans on this planet?
Oh, yesy, yesy.
What is that voice?
That's how the aliens talk.
Who's their leader?
It's a Queen Amidala. All the people voted for her.
Where does she live?
On the other side of the planet.
What? No, come on. That's just stupid.
Dude, you hurt my sister's feelings.
Uh-oh. My parents aren't gonna like this.
All right, Sally, please stop crying. I'm sorry. Okay, the people of Naboo have elected a wise queen, and the Trade Federation, planning on taking over Naboo, have landed their entire invasion fleet on the opposite side of the planet.
It's clearly a ploy to gain the advantage of surprise.
They're more cunning than we thought. We have to avoid the droid army and find the queen. But she's on the other side of the planet.
We start walking.
Right, so you come across a shoreline. You're clearly going to need some form of transport.
Jar Jar, any ideas?
Misa take you to my underwater city.
Underwater?
Whoa.
What? How are we gonna breathe underwater?
Oh, let me check my equipment list. Aha. 2 underwater oxygen extraction apparatus.
Right, let's go.
Wait a minute. Let me see your character sheet.
I have 2 gold left.
Republic credits.
And they cost 1 each. Jar Jar, what's this underwater city look like?
Oh, it's made of big balls of glass, all full of air so we can breathe, and has little fairy lights everywhere. It's called Oto Gunga.
All right, once inside Oto Gunga, a guard approaches you, and he looks furious. Jar Jar, why did you bring these humans here? You know they're not allowed.
You're not doing the voice.
I'm not doing the voice.
You did the voice for the Japanese
They
guys.
weren't Japanese.
Oh, Tarkle, sorry, Misa forgets.
You're gonna be in big trouble for this. He brings you to the leaders of the Gungans.
Oh, good. We can use diplomacy.
Right, if we use our words carefully, I think you're right.
I meant laser sword diplomacy.
Okay, well, okay.
Jar Jar, what will you be doing back in here?
Oh, Big Boss and asked me to help these people escape.
You shall break no human's law. You shall be in Unish.
Sally?
Don't stop her now.
I'm sorry, I like playing pretend.
Yusa breaks no human law. Yusa being punished.
The boys!
A massive robot army is heading for the planet as we speak.
You gotta roll for diplomacy.
It's fine.
We saw no scared of no dinking droid army. They saw all rust if they come down here. Tell so you what? We saw be letting you so go if'n you find the lost orb of Phanasticoria.
Request, we accept.
Yeah, let's hope it goes better than whatever we're supposed to do with the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
This great orb of power wasn't stolen from Otogunga. It is a powerful weapon. Jar Jar is last of a line sworn centuries ago to recover the orb.
Wow.
Find it, and Wisa will reward you greatly.
We thank you, mighty one.
Alright, but we're still stuck on the other side of the planet.
Yusa takes a bongo to help you on your way.
What's a bongo?
Oh, it's a
Transport.
Oh.
Okay, so how do we get to the queen?
Through the middle of the planet.
That actually makes the most sense.
All right, we set off through the center of the planet.
All right, you guide the bongo through deep, dark, underwater caves. Suddenly, there's a shudder. A giant fish is trying to eat the ship.
We fire the weapons.
There are no weapons on the bongo.
Okay, I cast a spell to summon a bigger fish.
With what ability?
Summon bigger fish.
There's absolutely no such thing.
Well, then, we die.
We die.
Right.
A bigger fish appears, its jaws clamping down on the fish, clamping down on you. Your ship is freed.
I should use that spell more often.
After a couple of hours, you emerge on the other side of the planet. You're in a river flowing through a city. You're in Theed, the capital of Naboo.
Okay, so we just need to find the queen and set up defenses against the invasion.
Unfortunately, the droid army has already beaten you to the city.
From the other side of the planet?
Oh, they probably took a shortcut, didn't they?
Okay, we go to the palace anyway.
It's surrounded by droids.
We can sneak in. Jar Jar knows a secret way.
Good, let's go.
All right, you reach a balcony and you see the queen and her retinue being led away by combat droids.
All right, I cast Summon Bigger Fish. 17, I drop it on the droids. Wait, no, can I take that back?
Please?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Stink up the palace for a week. We should drop ourselves on the droids. I jump down with my laser sword spinning over my head like a laser helicopter.
Oh, come on, you'd have to roll at least
20! 20!
Are your dice weighted?
I got a 3.
All right, well, all the droids have been bisected by Qui-Gon's...
Laser helicopter!
All right, a young woman in a black gown with an ornate feathered headdress steps out from a company of handmaidens.
Queen Amidala, I presume.
You must be the Jedi ambassadors. The Trade Federation was here to sign a treaty with us, but now they're acting as if they were provoked into attacking. What happened with your negotiations?
Who's the Trade Federation again?
The Japanese guys.
Oh, yeah, the negotiations never took place.
Wait, you've seen them before?
We insulted their hospitality, attacked their droids, and stowed away on their carriers.
Don't mention this to the queen.
You're talking to the queen.
I asked her if she's seen the lost orb of Phantasmagoria anywhere.
We have some information about that, which we'd be happy to share with you once you've earned our trust by joining our fight for freedom.
She's a tough nut to crack. I cast suggestion. Listen here, Queenie Bobini. Where's the orb?
That would be a -5 impertinence penalty, and if this fails...
Natural 20! My dice are hot.
Coruscant. Senator Palpatine on Coruscant has some information about it.
Alright, so we find a ship to take us to Coruscant.
You must stay and help us fight. It's the Jedi way.
To be fair, a Jedi probably wouldn't abandon a prior quest they already accepted. We must recover the orb.
You need to help us. We need protection.
Oh, we're good at protecting. We take the queen with us.
I've always wanted to meet a queen.
We still need a ship.
All right, well, you three, the queen and the handmaidens, enter the palace hangar. There you see a battalion of combat droids surrounding the royal pilots.
Let's sneak around the droids.
No, I got a better idea. I approached the droids. Which one of you is in charge?
State your business.
Let these men go. We're taking them to Croissant.
Coruscant.
Coruscant.
Under what authority?
Don't you recognize me? I'm your commander.
My commander is a droid.
I'm undercover.
What's your serial number?
I roll for bluff.
There's not enough dice in the world.
Okay, I whip out my laser sword and cut them in half. 18! Ha!
All right, you cut down the droid ahead of you, but the rest begin to fire.
I too take out my laser sword, and I deflect the blaster back at them.
All right, all the droids have been neutralized.
Cool.
All right, so we quickly board one of the ships before more droids come to investigate.
Yeah.
All right, you board the royal yacht and you launch off into space.
Oh yeah, we'll be able to blast our way through in this baby.
Actually, this ship has no weapons.
Don't any ships have weapons in this universe?
Yeah, the blockade ships have plenty.
Okay.
Those are weapons be sounding strange.
Those aren't weapons, it's my doorbell.
How is a doorbell a weapon?
I think it's Pete.
Oh.
Wait, it's not that bad.
I like Pete just fine. He's just so hardcore with everything.
Pete, you remember Jim?
Hi, Pete.
And this is Ben.
Pete.
This is Ben's sister, Sally.
Hi, Pete.
Oh, we're getting started now. You can go into the next room and play with your dolls.
Actually, Pete, Sally is an alien on a quest for an important artifact. Pete, why don't you tell us a bit about your character before we get into it?
I am a state-of-the-art, non-anthropomorphic utility robot. I have every skill that's worthwhile maxed out, making me superior to any organic entity.
Pete's a droid mechanic.
Okay.
I'm Jar Jar. What's your name?
Model designation R2, serial number D2, but you may call me Lord R2-D2.
Misa calls you R2.
We're gonna get along really well, I can tell.
Yay!
All right, so the ship exits the atmosphere and a battalion of gigantic ships can be seen ahead of you.
All right, we fly straight through. No one will shoot at the Queen.
They begin firing.
All right, they must not know she's on board. Give her to wave out the window.
Your ship's been hit. One more hit and you're dead.
Well, just brainstorming here, but why don't I go out and fix the ship?
Because that'd be incredibly dangerous, plus there's other droids already working on it.
I'm totally hardcore. I make my way to the exterior hatch.
All right, well, the droid working on the side of you gets hit and blasted into space.
Don't hold back, man.
The droid working on the other side of you gets hit and blasted into space.
No problem. I have mechanic at max. I roll 01101.
What?
Custom set. I have this especially for playing droid characters.
All right, well, you successfully bring the ship back online.
Well, then we need to get out of here.
The shield generator's at 23%, but other than that, you're okay.
We should stop for repairs.
Yeah, we'll be sitting ducks. We need to get some weapons.
You can still make it to Coruscant.
Where's the nearest town?
Planet.
I don't know. Tatooine. It's a inhospitable desert planet ruled entirely by gangsters, and there's no surface water.
So it's Mad Max world?
Ah, weapons should be cheap there. Rumors, XP, everything we need.
You know, except anything relevant to your quest.
Well, we should run this by the Queen first. Where is she?
She's in her top-level quarters. You meet with her during the long flight.
All right. Queen Armadillo.
Amidala.
Yeah, that one. You'll be happy to know that we saved the ship.
I saved the ship.
It was a team effort.
I single-handedly fixed the ship while all the other 10 buckets were blasted off into space!
Is he really a first-level character? How did he get his repair rank so high?
I took the attribute short and mute. That's 8 extra skill points during character creation.
Speaking of which, shouldn't you only be talking in, like, beeps and whistles right now?
That only counts when I'm in character.
Yeah, but you never talk in character.
You are enlightened. Now, for my reward, I wish to be cleaned and oiled by your most beautiful handmaiden.
That's definitely in character. Say that it beeps.
Come on, you have to be kidding me. Fine. Beetle, beddle, boop, whir, whee, ha.
Your Highness, R2-D2 says things are unnecessary and illogical. It was merely following orders.
Beep, beep.
I roll... Well, we probably need to convince the Queen to go down to Tatooine, right? Okay, so, Queen Amidala, we are in danger from the Trade Federation pursuit. To ensure your safety, we need to upgrade the ship.
Stick out with this.
Yeah, I roll 15 for diplomacy.
Very well. I will grant you 1 day to get such parts as you can afford.
So we have a big stash of money, right?
Oh, if there's a blaster market, yes.
Let me just draw up Tatooine real quick.
All right, here it is. You see a settlement on your scanners. All right.
All right, let's do a bombing run to soften them up.
This ship has no weapons.
Right.
So you touch down on a flat plane completely bare of vegetation.
Okay, we all head into town and search for some
Whoa, we
weapons.
can't all go into town together. We're charged with guarding the Queen. What if some giant sand creature starts attacking the ship while we're gone? I'll stay behind and guard the Queen.
She can just come with us.
Yeah.
The Queen's not gonna go with you. She orders you to take her handmaid Padme instead.
Oh my goodness, this Queen's a real pain in the butt.
So you head into town. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. You enter a dingy spare parts shop, and it's owned by a flying alien named Watto.
Wait, if it's his planet, aren't we the aliens?
Hey, flying dude, I need some guns.
What sort of guns?
My robot has a readout of everything I need.
All right, well, as he looks over the list, Watto's shop assistant,
What is he an alien too?
a perfectly unexceptional human boy, enters the room.
What's his name?
Name? Anakin?
Obviously, it's unimportant NPC.
We should keep an eye on the lad.
Please don't.
I send the handmaiden to flirt with him and pump him for information.
He's 9 years old. You know how creepy that is?
So, are we gonna get these weapons sometime soon?
I've got the shield generator and 2 mounted ion cannons.
I offer him a blaster in exchange.
What? I got a business to run here. No money, no parts.
All right, come on, everyone, we're leaving.
All right, Padme says goodbye to Anakin.
Oh, what'd she find out?
Oh, he's been a slave pretty much all of his life. He and his mother were sold into slavery when he was 3 years old, and he's a mechanic.
So, nothing.
Is there anything I can do while you're in town?
Oh, yeah. Let me get my big book of sand creatures.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'll roll something from the random encounters table. All right, 32. Let's see. Everything from 1 to 80 is a sandstorm.
I run back inside the ship.
This book is lame. But, you know, It is a pretty big sandstorm. It's probably going to hit the town as well. And the sand is rough and coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Inside clothes, under armor, destroying electronics.
Oh my god, that's me! I'm screwed! We need to find cover now!
Anakin from the shop offers to give you shelter in his home.
Quick, get us inside before we take damage.
Why does the sandstorm sound like that?
It's not a sandstorm, it's my doorbell.
Oh, hey. Guys, this is
A girl! You didn't tell me a girl was coming.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Jim.
I'm a girl.
You don't count.
Ben told me about this role-playing thing in drama class. He invited me to come watch.
Yeah. So, it'd be better if you joined in. I'll make a character for you. So, we're playing a science fiction game, and we're inside Anakin's house, and his mother emerges from the kitchen to meet you.
That's you. Just run with it.
I think I need a little more information about my character.
Okay, well, it's a sci-fi game, like I said, and these off-world strangers are hiding in your house from a sandstorm, and you live with your 9-year-old son.
Okay.
And we're here to find blasters.
Blasters, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any, but my son is good at building things. My name is Shmee.
All right. I can't build blasters, but let me show you what I have built.
I send the handmaid to go look at whatever Anakin's going on about. R2, see if there's anything valuable.
Oh, I get it. Why are you robbing us? We're just poor slaves!
No, we're the good guys.
Oh, but
You can come with us, of course, so you'll still have all your stuff.
you're kidnapping us too?
We're on a righteous quest.
We're looking for the lost orb of Phantasticoria.
Oh, I get it. You guys are playing a morally complex and conflicted vigilante. This game has way more dramatic depth than I realized. So what do, is it Jedi Knights do?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. They are the keepers of peace and justice throughout the galaxy. They draw on the power of the Force to gain some semi-mystical abilities, and the Force is generated by midichlorians. And
Midichlorians?
They're microscopic organisms that exist in all living cells.
oh, come on, that's just absolutely absurd. You know what? I'm gonna run with it. They're microscopic organisms in your cells.
When our minds are quiet, we hear them speaking to us.
Of course you do.
They constantly tell us the will of the Force.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm picking up a lot of good information.
No. Blasters! So, is there any way we could raise money to buy them?
Wait, didn't we want to get blasters so we could sell them to pay for ship parts? If we have money, then why would we need blasters?
Very cunning! Alright, what about the bounty on cheddar monks? Could I sell information about 2 of them and get some money that way?
A noble sacrifice.
And I'd escape, obviously. So.
It's an intriguing challenge that could work, and it's more noble than gambling.
Oh, good idea! Can we gamble on anything?
Well, there's pod racing. Waddle has me fixing a pod for him. He plans to drive in the Boon to race.
We bet on whoever he's racing against.
Gambling has been the ruin of this town! We live in constant fear of the gangsters that control the rackets, and Waddle beats us any time we loses a race!
That's terrible.
I know.
What's a pod?
A pod is an open cockpit harnessed to 2 jet engines with leather straps. Watto's pod has custom air intake bins and handlebars for steering and throttle control, plus some sick-looking fins. Kind of like this.
Sounds like he has a good chance. Almost too good.
So we have a plan?
You know what? I think I do.
Anyone else?
Padme speaks up.
She's the handmaid.
Trusting our fate to a bet on some race, the Queen will not approve.
What does the Queen have to do with this?
Well, I don't approve.
Well, who cares, handmaid? When the sandstorm passes, we head back to Watto, and I offer him a deal. Blaster, so you throw the race.
What? No way. It's not worth my skin to throw the race.
2 blasters.
No.
6.
No.
Oh, shit.
What?
Done.
What?
The ship knows yours to give
The
away.
Queen left me in charge.
Misa no remembered that.
All right, how much do we need to buy everything, buy the weapons and stuff?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us what the plan is first?
All right. Here's the plan. Watto is going to throw the race, so we just bet on everybody he's racing against. Then, with all the money that we got from that, we just buy the ship and all the stuff.
We don't know how many racers there are. We'd have to bet on every racer apart from Watto, and with the bookmaker margin, we wouldn't even have enough to buy back the ship you just gave away, let alone the parts. And all this assuming we even have enough money to begin with, which we don't. It's a spectacularly bad plan.
But at least it's spectacular.
I mean, Ben's right. You have to bet on the winner, and you can't control that.
What if we put our own driver in the race?
The only pod we have is Watto's, right? And it only is built for him.
Hello, short droid with maxed out vehicle skills here.
Oh.
Yeah, R2 could drive it.
He has no arms.
Electronic interface. It's more efficient anyway.
Wait. Didn't Anakin say that pods have handlebars? If there's mechanical controls, R2-D2 can't drive it.
Ben,
Really?
that's right. I mean, you can operate the running lights, but you can't steer.
Oh, for the...
Wait. The boy fits the lock.
Oh,
No! He's 9 years old and he's never driven anything in his life!
Think of the odds we'd get!
You need incredible skill to win this pod race.
What? Like a cheddar monk?
Jedi Knight. But yes.
Alright, easy. I teach the kid everything I know.
Overnight? Plus, only 1 in a million people actually have force sensitivity, and this boy does not.
From those mini chlorine things, right?
Yeah, right.
I take out my first aid kit.
What are you doing?
Listen, kid, you're gonna need better stats. I'm taking my mini chlorines and putting them into your
A
blood.
blood transfusion?
They'll multiply there and grant you lightning fast reflexes and skill points in driving.
That's crazy!
Well, if force has biochemical origins, it must be transferable through the midichlorians. It all makes sense. This is a hard science campaign, right? None of this wishy-washy, inborn, psychic ability stuff.
It is now.
Alright. Did you just transfuse your blood into an NPC of unknown blood type?
Yeah, but I'm no negative.
You wrote down your blood type on your character sheet?
Universal donor. To maximize your capacity to accept medical treatment, you should have chosen universal recipient.
Isn't O negative good for everything?
No, you need AB positive.
Close enough.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fix up the pod. If I can't drive it, the least I can do is enhance it so one of you meatbags can win with it.
Alright, so new plan. I go back to Watto. Don't race at all, let the boy drive the pod.
Watto rejects your proposal flat out.
Wait. Watto's into gambling, right? Qui-Gon's making a wager. Watto has to roll against his self-control. Watto has to roll against his self-control!
At a big penalty.
Yeah.
And I roll in. What do I get if I win?
Obi-Wan and I will become your slaves.
What? He doesn't even know who I am!
He's a cheddar
I think it's Jedi.
Jedi monk like me.
I accept your wager.
He pulls out a die. You see it's got 2 colors on it.
Red, I win, and you become my slaves. Blue, Anakin can race.
He rolls the die and it lands on red.
Beep, beep.
I take a reroll.
What? You can't do that.
Sure I can. Fate manipulation allows me to reroll any 1 die roll per day.
That's on your sheet?
Why haven't you used that before?
No one's rolled any dice until now.
We've been rolling dice the entire campaign.
These dice? Oh, that's way more useful.
Alright, well, you use your power subtly to make the dice keep bouncing, and it lands on blue.
Yes, so the race is tomorrow,
It
right?
starts in half an hour.
Alright.
And where do I fit into this?
Oh yeah, by the way, if the kid wins, we get one of your slaves.
Is that another bet? What are you staking?
Not us. Not us.
Queen Armadillo of New York.
God.
So, how much money do we need?
Alright. Buy back the ship, plus the parts. The bookmakers have heard Anakin is racing and put him at 350 to 1. We need 22,375 credits.
Alright, so I sell some blasters at a blaster market.
Alright, you get 3,000 credits for those.
Okay, and then what about the bounty on 2 cheddar monks?
It's pretty high.
Alright, cool. I sell some information to where to find 2 cheddar monks.
Well, that's gotta be worth at least 20K.
Ooh, that's
Oh my god, fine. So, a warning siren blares, the race is about to begin.
Ooh, I want to go up to Anakin and wish him luck!
You know, we really should have a player role for the boy during the race, seeing as so much is riding on it.
Like who?
Well, why don't you do it?
Yippee! No, wait. That line doesn't work at all for this character.
Alright, so the sound of engines revving comes from all around you. The race is on. Hurry, make a fast start roll.
Okay. What does a 1 mean?
You stall. You need to make an immediate action mechanic roll.
Okay. 14!
Alright, you fire up your engine and you take off after the other racers. As you enter the first stretch, a closed-off safety ramp forces you into a narrow canyon, with rock faces shooting up high on either side of you.
What are you rolling for?
The race?
Oh. How much longer is this race gonna take?
We're currently nearing the end of lap 1 of 3.
I'm sorry about all the dice rolling. It's not normally like this.
Oh, it's okay, I don't mind.
You don't?
Oh, no, I mean, this is still more fun than Godot. I mean, this story actually goes somewhere.
Alright, currently lap 3. Anakin's trailing in 4th place.
Do you mind if I take over? I had an idea.
As long as it's better than Jim's ideas.
That's not hard.
All right, well, driving in the desert, the sand is really going to mess up the engines. So by the end of lap 3, everyone's going to be running really hard. So if I just hit the safety ramp, clear the intakes, and open the throttle, I should be able to jump over the other racers. 19!
Now this is pod racing. Alright, so you overtake the lead racer Sebulba, but then a piece flies from your engine. You start losing power. Sebulba overtakes you.
Okay, how much overdrive do I have left?
2 seconds worth, but your engine's actually on fire.
If I blow the lap, it should be enough to put out the fire from the sudden burst of acceleration, right?
I guess, but you wouldn't have enough fuel left to reach the finish line.
I do it.
What? Huh?
16!
Yes!
Well, that's it then. Yeah, I mean, you were doing so well.
We need to move her away from Jim.
What?
You catch up to Sebulba, but you're completely out of power.
All right, I swing the pod sideways and ram him!
What?
That's exactly what I do.
16!
Alright, fine. That's not going to be enough to disable his pod.
That's okay, I just want to latch on!
Oh my god!
What? Alright, well, the pods are entangled. He's dragging yours along.
When I see the grandstands, I snap his engine cable and release my pod!
Wait a second. Wow, you just coast over the finish line.
I'm in love!
I told you my plan was brilliant. We take the winnings and return to Watto for the ion cannons.
And the repair parts.
Deliver them to our ship.
Fine, just give me the money and go.
So you can start playing Shmi now and we'll take off.
I was thinking, since Anakin is a pilot savant and, you know, with a blood infusion and blood twin to a Jedi Master, and Shmi is just a slave woman, I think I'd rather play as Anakin.
You know, she's right. It would make more sense if she played as Anakin from now on. Are you comfortable playing a male character?
Of course, and I did write a couple notes about how I wanted to play Anakin.
A couple? This is more character work than I've ever seen.
But first, I want to do something as Shmi.
Okay.
You be Anakin for now, I wrote your lines, and you come over here.
Okay.
All right, yep, all the way over here.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna turn towards me. And you're gonna, like a child.
Okay.
Yep. This is one of those times that you're gonna have to do something you don't think you can do. I know how strong you are, Anakin. I know you can do this.
Will I ever see you again?
What does your heart tell you?
I hope so. Yes, I guess.
Then we will see each other again.
I will become a Jedi Knight and come back and free you.
No, Anakin! It's not safe for you here on Tatooine. You must go and never come back. Promise me you'll never come back. Promise me!
I promise.
There's a place for us. Somewhere a place for us. Peace and quiet and open air. Wait for us. Somewhere. Now go and don't look back. Don't look back. I love you so much, Mom.
That was fantastic roleplay. I'm giving you bonus XP. You're gonna need it to fill out Anakin's abilities a bit.
You get XP for role-playing?
It was beautiful. How can we get going now?
All right, we head back to the ship and I look around carefully to make sure we're not being followed.
As you approach the ship, you hear a hover bike. Its rider is wearing a hooded cloak against the harsh desert.
All right, I attack. 19! Constant vigilance, everyone. I loot the body.
He's not dead.
What?
He parried.
He what?
But I used my laser sword.
He's using a red laser sword.
What? I attack again. 7. Anakin, quick! Run to the ship!
You're evenly matched. This fight's going nowhere.
We take off. We can use the weapons we
I don't have
discussed.
them installed yet.
What were you doing?
I didn't think we would need ship-to-ship weapons until we got off this pile of dirt.
I need some help down here. I can't head this guy.
What else are you good at?
Let's see. Fate manipulation, force jump.
Take over the ship.
Great idea.
Yeah, that's great. So we fly overhead and open a side hatch.
Qui-Gon uses his force jump ability and escapes onto the ship, leaving the hooded figure behind.
Who was that guy?
Probably some sort of bounty hunter. Let's make a note. We're never coming back to Ratatouille in this campaign.
And who is this?
It's Annie. You brought her. Do you know her?
I'm Anakin.
Oh, role-playing, right. Annie, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice to meet you, finally.
All right, with everyone safely back on the ship, you set off into deep space towards Coruscant. Anakin, having befriended her back on Tatooine, seeks out the Queen's handmaiden.
Who?
I'm cold.
You come from a warm planet. Too warm for my taste. Space is cold.
Actually, the major thermal problem with the spaceship would be keeping it cool. It's hard to radiate waste heat in space.
I'm cold because I have a fever and emptiness in my soul.
I knew a blood transfusion was a risky idea.
Well, he wasn't supposed to stay around.
You seem sad, handmaiden.
You know her as Padme, your friends.
You seem sad, Padme.
The Queen is worried. She received a call from Naboo. Her people are suffering. She must convince the Galactic Senate to intervene, or I don't know what will happen.
She got a call from Naboo.
Yeah?
You can send calls in space.
I mean, hyperspace communication would be obvious technology for a spacefaring empire.
Don't you think you maybe could have mentioned that before we got on a ship to go into space to talk to Palpatine about the orb?
You just want to call him?
It's worth a try. It'd be stupid to go all the way to Coruscant just to find out the orb's not even there.
Oh my god, yeah, thank you. The Queen calls up the Imperial Senate and patches you through to Palpatine.
Senator, we wanted to ask you about the orb.
The orb?
Of nasty cornea.
Have you found it?
Have we found it?
Yes, the Senate was hoping that when the Jedi Council sent you, that you'd be able to procure the orb while on your mission.
From who?
The Trade Federation, of course.
They have the orb?
Why?
The orb is capable of great power.
The blockade!
You think it's powering their ships?
It all makes sense. Thank you, Senator.
Wait. The Queen tells me you have a boy with you, that you infused him with your midi-chlorians?
Senator, we had good reason to inject the boy.
And it all worked out fine in the end.
See, centuries ago people tried this, and many of their recipients became mentally unstable and turned evil.
I'm sure he's fine.
I stare out into the void, my teeth gnashing together.
Maybe more serious than you think. You see, there is this prophecy about the Chosen One, who's said to bring balance to the Force.
And you think Anakin is this chosen one?
I mean, yeah.
That would be good, right?
Well, the forces of good have ruled the galaxy for centuries. Balance would bring evil back. The boy is dangerous. We must keep a close eye on him. He needs the mental discipline of the Jedi.
Yeah, like me.
Exactly. You should train him to be a Jedi.
What? Me?
You can come back to Naboo with us.
All right, new plan. We're going to Naboo.
Okay, so what are we gonna do when we get there?
Okay, I know. We'll climb aboard one of the Trade Federation ships pretending to negotiate a trade deal.
Do you remember how this campaign started?
What? Oh, Jar Jar, you're in charge.
Me?
That's the best plan yet.
It is? Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that does make sense. Jar Jar has the experience in orb lore and the skills to lead the negotiations.
You pick up quick.
So here's the plan. We need to unite Naboo with the Gungans and get a big Gungan army.
Okay.
All right, so we head off to Naboo.
All right, so Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, R2, Anakin, Jar Jar, the Queen, the handmaidens, and Padme
The handmaiden.
Why?
set off to Naboo.
All right, so the weapons are ready to blast through the blockade.
Whoa, we can't alert them to an attack. They might start killing
We
civilians.
should land near Otoganga.
Well, at least let me clear a landing site. I'll ready the cannons.
No.
Yes!
No! So you touch down near the lake above the city.
Okay, let's go.
No, wait, they don't like humans. Maybe I should go alone.
That's really good thinking, Sally. I'll just roll with her for a little bit.
Okay, if I'm getting left out of this campaign, I'm gonna grab more snacks.
I'll help you grab that. So, Annie, she's in your drama class, right? She's really good at this role-playing thing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure she'd be into it.
Good idea of yours, yeah. Bringing her along.
Well, she's the only one who didn't make fun of me when I said I was taking the class to improve my gaming skills.
Does her boyfriend attend the class?
Hey guys, who's good?
Jim, were you interested
In what?
in the game with that person? They aren't in the game at the moment.
Game, what game?
Yeah. Why would I need another game? This one's exciting enough.
All right, guys. Jar Jar's back from Otoganga.
Cool. Are the Gungans joining us?
Oh wait,
They're already making us exploding bombs for the fight.
Jar Jar leads you to a nearby swamp where Boss Nass awaits. Queen Amidala steps forward and she says,
wait.
Oh, great.
Didn't we tell her to get weapons?
Queen Amidala, who was most definitely not sold for weapons, says,
Oh, great boss Nass, the people of Naboo need your help to defeat the Greedy Trade Federation. Will you help us?
Boss Nash should demand payment.
Whose side are you on?
I'm a Gungan. Means I think 10 people a day sounds fair, then the Gungans never have to worry about food again.
What?
What say you, Jedi?
6 people a day.
What?
It's a small price to pay for freedom!
Are you guys insane? We can't start bargaining the lives of innocents.
That's all we've been doing.
Queen Amidala's their leader. It's up to her.
all right, one of the Queen's handmaids steps forward.
Who?
It's Padme.
Why is she talking?
Oh, great boss Nass, I am the real Queen Amidala.
What?
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 She says,
Oh, great boss Nass, I cannot allow my people to be used for food, but I gladly offer myself if you will help me save them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't let the Queen offer herself either. There has to be another way.
Boss Nass, the Gungans can't get to the Trade Federation's orbital headquarters without our help.
Why so we caring about that, puny boy?
Well, that's where your orb is. It'd be a shame if anybody's fighters accidentally destroyed it. I smirk menacingly.
Well, when you puts it that way, we be helping you. What's you battle plans?
Well, we know that droids don't longer underwater, so we get big bubbles surrounding the Gungan army and we fill those with water.
How are we going to fill a hemispherical force field with water?
Does the swamp have geysers? We take the battlefield right before high tide.
And when the bubble's full of water, we breaks them, and the flood destroys the droid army.
That's a good idea. I'm going to draw some designs.
Right then. So while the Gungans are holding off the droid army, we take a strike force into the palace, and then we capture the Trade Federation leaders.
Nice. All right, Jar Jar, you lead the army.
Well,
I'm just really happy you guys are actually playing.
Let's get on with it then.
Right, so you fight your way into the hangar.
Are there any ships?
There's one left. The rest are off fighting the blockade already.
Okay.
Okay, Annie, you go take the ship and start out security systems.
But I'm just a boy.
I'll drive.
Are you sure you're okay with all this splitting up?
You guys are actually role-playing? I don't care if you start summoning big fish or something.
Listen up, Gungans! Misa outnumbered and outgunned! Misa thinking many of you have been afraid before. Misa been afraid before. But droid's not so scary. Look at R2.
Alright, the droid army approaches, but their heaven weaponry cannot get through the Gungan force field.
Yes.
Now we just have to wait for the geysers.
It's too late. The army arrives sooner than you thought, and they start disgorging thousands of combat droids. By the way, Pete, that design you gave me for the force field did not include a low-impact velocity enhancement.
Why would I need that?
Well, the droid army marches up and steps straight through it.
My bad.
So what can we do to help?
Back at the hangar, some droid reinforcements have arrived and started putting pressure on you.
Okay, Annie, you and R2 take that ship and go take them out at the base.
All right, well, you guys should roll for initiative.
All right.
It's just you and me, kid.
Wait. Let's storm the palace and find the BBG.
The BBG?
The big bad guy, the boss fight.
Why are you assuming there's going to be a...
The hangar door opens. And you see a figure standing in a hood. You recognize him as the one that attacked you while you were escaping from Tatooine.
We attack.
Wait, what?
19.
He fires up his laser sword.
All right, we've got him this time. 2 of us versus 1 of him.
Did I mention it's a double-ended laser sword?
You did not.
He pulls back his hood. His skin is red. He's got black markings on his face. And he has a crown of horns on his head.
Alrighty. I swing at him.
He
And,
parries.
okay, David, send the queen to go hide, and you two go take the ship, and we'll roll for initiative.
Okay.
So, you got a boyfriend?
Yes.
Wait. Are you just trying to turn me down while sharing my feelings?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Yeah, no, sparing your feelings actually really didn't even come into it.
right. Well, I think the queen's safe, so we take off.
Oh, no, we should hold back and let the other fighters take the brunt of the defenses.
I take off anyway.
What are you doing? Take us back!
Out there in the space battle is where all the action is. When I was built for.
Stop being so macho.
No one's ever called me macho before.
Never would have guessed.
All right. I go first. I swing down hard at Spooky Face.
He parries.
All right. I swing again, up from the left. 7.
He parries again.
All right. I do a behind the back spin strike.
Hey, Qui-Gon.
I know it looks super cool, didn't it? Are you watching?
Me and Anakin do a cool spin move too to avoid incoming fighters. Incoming fighters on our tail!
Hey, man. You've been getting away with this far too long. That's definitely in character. Beeping only.
Fine. Beep boodle bop beep.
What's that, R2? Timmy's stuck in a gravity well. How are we gonna get the orb?
Beep boop beep.
What's that, R2? You want me to eject you into space?
All right. I sweep the legs.
Oh, for crying out loud, like 20 force fields appear down the corridor, separating each of you from each other. The hooded figure speaks.
There's no way you're getting to the Trade Federation headquarters.
What?
What?
That's what he sounds like? That's the voice of the big bad?
What's wrong with the voice?
At
least
it's not racist.
Why are you trying to stop us?
You think the lost orb is some kind of fancy MacGuffin? We're gonna use it to spoil the Gungan battle plans.
Ow.
We're gonna blow up the moon!
That is the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
Wait, no moon means no tides. No tides means no geysers. They'll be powerless to stop the droids.
The force field deactivates for 2 rounds.
All right, I attack him, charging at Spooky
No, wait,
Face.
we need a strategy.
What? No, I swing. 19.
He parries.
All right, critical parry, reverse parry.
I run to catch up.
It's 18 tiles.
I don't think I make it.
The last force field activates, separating you from the fight.
All right, just me and the bounty hunter. Bring it on. I cast suggestion to make him stop parrying my blows.
He attacks at a 20. You need to counter at -3.
Oh,
What?
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 I rolled a 1.
Oh, well, you go to counter, but you miscalculate, and his laser sword pierces you straight through the chest.
No! You killed my master!
The force field deactivates again.
I rush at you, swinging right and left.
He counters each strike with ease, and then he uses his force ability to push you back. You fall into a channel on the floor, your laser sword falling to the depths of the pit.
19 on my saving roll. I grab on a protruding pipe a few feet down, and I hang on.
He leans over the pit.
Are you going to kill me too?
You're a very talented Jedi. It's a shame you have to die at the hands of a Sith.
What's a Sith?
I thought you were a bounty hunter.
The Sith are like the evil version of the Jedi. Except from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Why haven't you killed me? You killed my master.
You have seen my power. I am Darth Maul, and I am just an apprentice. Join me and you could be great, unlike your foolish master.
Hey, I'm right here. Me and my -8 hit points.
-9.
I'll be quiet.
Join me and we can bring peace to the galaxy and balance to the Force.
What are you doing, Ben?
You're not seriously considering this.
You can't join him.
He killed me!
Wait. Peace to the galaxy sounds nice. Obi-Wan would have a hard time turning it down.
What?
I mean, what about our mission? I mean, Gungans are surrounded by droids. The Federation has the orb. We're done for.
Wait, not yet. Here's a plan. R2 is a very smart droid,
Correct.
so he can use the Trade Federation computers to tell the droids to stop working.
Yeah, but how are you going to tell him that? You're on Naboo, and he's in space.
Oh, I just had a brilliant plan. I hacked the Trade Federation's computer system and spoof a shutdown command to the droid army. Oh, look, it's my best skill.
Come on, there's no way that R2 would know what Jar Jar was thinking.
Do I look like I'm in character? I rolled
Droids.
1001.
Inexplicably shut down.
Yes, we won! We won!
Hey!
All right, now let's get some fleet up here and flush out the enemy.
Okay, if that's the best you can do.
Yeah, wait, what?
I mean, we came up here to destroy the command ship. In doing so, you would send messages across the galaxy that you're not to be messed with. People across the galaxy would fear you.
But we have to loot the place and get the orb first. And we don't know who else is on board. Innocent crew would mean negative XP. not that I care, it's just that everyone else seems to get nervous about mass murder for some reason.
Oh, okay, so it's a conformity thing.
Conformity?
Well, you have the Trade Federation by the throat with the ability to wipe them out for good, and you're worried about what everyone else thinks? Why is that? It's because you're weak.
Weak? You... 20.
The entire battle station explodes, causing a chain reaction that decimates the entire fleet. Thousands of voices cry out and are suddenly silenced.
What's Obi-Wan up to?
He's still hanging.
So, what's it gonna be, Jedi?
Peace to the galaxy sounds nice, but a Jedi is bound by honor. We must return the orb to the Gungans.
Well, now that's a shame. Guess I'm gonna have to kill you then. It's over, kid. I got the high ground.
You underestimate my power. I use Force Jump and Force Hand in a combined action to throw myself up from the pipe and bring Qui-Gon's laser sword to me.
Wait, can you do that?
Force Jump's considered a movement.
Force Hand is fast action!
All right, well, he readies his...
It was monologuing!
Obi-Wan would get an opportunity attack.
I land my jump behind Darth Maul, giving me a +3 on sneak attack.
Roll. 20.
Yeah!
Well, you just cut him clean in half, I guess. Wow. Yeah, I really thought Maul would have a fuller story arc.
I run to Qui-Gon. I try to stop the bleeding.
You gotta roll for first aid.
Oh, 6.
No good. It's gonna come down to a final stabilization roll.
Okay,
Jim.
can I have one of those pre-made dice?
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
What? Whether Qui-Gon lives or dies is being decided at random?
Yeah, because dice rolls are important. You have to not know what's going to happen, otherwise it's no fun.
All right, this is it. Roll.
1. What are the odds?
1 in 8,000.
Wait, doesn't he get to roll again?
Wait, Sally's right. With the fate manipulation ability, you get to re-roll.
That's right.
No, only once per day.
Yeah, per day in game, not real world days.
Yeah, and I've already used it.
When?
When I set up my brilliant plan to win the pod race.
That was days ago. You can use it again now.
How's a day being defined? We've been on 2 planets, presumably with different rotational periods, and in space half the time.
Plus, you never said we went to sleep.
More than 24 hours have passed.
24 hours? There's no Earth. What's an hour?
Fine. It's technically the same day. You can't use your reroll. You die.
Aha! So I'm right.
Well argued.
Thank you.
Qui-Gon, stay with me.
Oh no! Wait!
It's no
Hold
use.
on.
He's dead.
Do I get famous last words?
You can't summon a bigger fish if that's what you're thinking.
No. I just want to do some in-game role-play character stuff.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Obi-Wan, come closer.
Yes, Master.
Closer.
Yes.
I'm going to die.
You want me to train Anakin as a Jedi?
That's a way good idea. You know, for my next character, I think I'll be a ninja.
You know, it wouldn't make sense introducing a new character this late in the adventure, would it? Wouldn't it be better for you to take over an NPC?
Let me see who the best one to take over would be. Oh, perfect.
Who?
Padme. Who?
The handmaiden.
The Queen.
Oh, ruler of an entire planet! Off with their heads, make them eat cake! Obi-Wan, give Padme my laser sword.
I better hold on to that one.
Well, with all that settled, R2 and I are still hanging out next to some exploding star bases. We need to get out of here. Where's the orb?
If you wanted the orb so bad, why'd we blow up the ship?
You blew up the ship. You find it.
Fine. I run a multispectral scan. Any sign of it?
You read a great power source.
I fly over and grab it.
It's the orb. It's undamaged.
Terribly convenient.
Yippee! Now let's regroup with the party.
So we go to the Queen's Palace to reconvene.
All right, as you enter the throne room, Palpatine comes in to greet you.
Oh, hey, Palpatini, we found that orb. You know, the lost orb of fantastic relevance.
I recovered in space after I blew up the headquarters ship.
Hey, I recovered the orb. I blew up the ship.
Man, it'd be really nice if anyone could understand R2's beeping, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. So Palpatine places a hand on your shoulder. Well done, young man. Where is it?
R2 still has it in his butt.
It's not my butt. It's a body cavity. I'm a robot.
Well, you do know that you have to give it back,
To
right?
the rightful owners.
The Gungans.
Yes, of course. The Gungans.
As Queen, I celebrate today as the National Parade of Victory. I wear my fanciest gown and invite everybody. We play the most wonderful music, and everyone shows up because I'm universally adored.
What have I done?
My fellow beings of Naboo, today is a great day. We have successfully defeated the evil plans of the Trade Federation ship, and thanks to wit and cleverness and bravery of Cheddar Monk Qui-Gon Jinn, we have successfully defeated the plans and captured the orb of Phantasmal Malevolence.
Look, it's not called that, okay? It's called the Lost Orb of... Wait a second. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere.
I now return the orb to its rightful owners, the Gungans.
We did it! We did it!
I gotta say, David, you did a great job.
Seriously, I was impressed.
You guys really liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was way better than Horde of the Dragon Queen.
So, what time are we meeting next week?
Next week,
Next week.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of unanswered questions.
you want to come back?
Yeah, you guys are really cool. I had a lot of fun.
Ben, can I come next week?
Oh, can she, Ben?
Oh, ask Mom and Dad.
Next week, can we battle more robots?
Sure.
They can be super robots, and we'll fight flying bug aliens, and we can battle praying mantis, and a red rhino, and a tiger.
No, Sally, that would be ridiculous. Let's go.
Coming.
Oh, wait, Ben, I'm parked behind you.
Yeah, bring the jelly beans.
So, will you be here next week?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You?
Definitely.
Sweet. Oh, wait, Ben, you're my ride! Oh, sorry, I gotta go.
So, I had a few notes about Anakin.
Oh, okay. What about him?
I just needed some clarification about something.
All right, well, I haven't even started planning yet, but you're a natural at this, so fire away.
Cool. I just wanted to know, what more can you tell me about the Sith?
Thank you guys so much for coming out. Our cast, everybody. We'll do a big final bow.